Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One, I'm number one.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action. On 2K Sports with all of we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Hodges. Williams is out there with Brown. Then it's Porter. And it's Podziemski in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Porter. Down low, Hodges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Warriors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Hodges. And the Wizards with possession. Now Avdia. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in. Floats one up. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. The Wizards with another miss.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. There's Porter with the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Reynolds passes to Sarr. Fires the 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Podziemski. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the middle, here's Sevic. The shot's good. He's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Porter. We saw him with 39 points last game out. For 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Basturk. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Toronto.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Pocket 2. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And it's tied up with that one.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. Number 5, the Warriors.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Outside, Porter. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hodges. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Porter pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he converts the layup. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Turk. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Sebic, and he jams it with authority.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here is Porter. He's got 5. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Reynolds. Now Sarr. Inside. Here's Sebic. Warriors with the rebound. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Sarr with it. Nice ball movement by Washington. Sebic. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Sebic. That's tipped. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Wizards making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Warriors leading by 5. Brown outside. Back to Porter. Hodges with a screen on Westbrook. Porter outside. Avdia with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Doris, as we've watched Avdia, he's a real threat from the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really good at a lot of different things on a basketball floor. I think the consistency from range wasn't there early, and defense would give him a cushion. That is no longer the case.
Here is Porter following the bucket by the Wizards. Pass to Podziemski. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sars got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Sevic. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Sevic. It's good. This game is all even. 12 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Brown. Now, here's Porter. He's got 8. To the inside. Hodges, that's good. Hodges has got 8 points.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Sevic, he's defended by Podziemski. Nice D from Williams.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here's Porter. The kick out to Brown. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. In for Song. Now we get a chance to check out the seating out west.
On the court.
Here is Porter. He's got 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The Warriors making a switch here. Island's checked in. And Porter drops them both. And the Wizards with possession. Trailing by 5. Here's Mobo. Nothing on the board. Pass to Song. In the corner, it's Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. 16 feet away. Here's Edey. He gets it in there.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And here's Porter. Jacks up a 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
They've got Sarr, also Edey out there, and it's Mobo in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. It's tipped to the wing right side, and a wide open look for Sarr. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. 3-point lead. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Maybe the third game of this three-game road trip.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I think let's give them credit as well for the job they've done getting to the free throw line. It's been a huge factor for them.
Now here's Westbrook. This time out he had 13 points. Unloads, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mobo's got his first basket of the night. Westbrook against Porter. And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Reynolds is checked in for Washington. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Porter with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Wizards trail by 4. Outside Westbrook. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Sarr. Here's Reynolds. With his first shot attempt. The shot off that time.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
Porter kicks to Carter. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
What a nice play. Off the catch and shoot, the big man, Wendell Carter Jr. is true.
3-point field goal.
Washington has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Reynolds. Still yet to score. Carter pulls it in. Porter looking it over. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Reynolds. There's the screen. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Sarr throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
No, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Warriors leading by 7. Now Porter, he's got 13. And it's Highland in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
To the paint. Here's Reynolds. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's Porter outside. Westbrook pulls. it in. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Edey. Wizards passing it around. Sarr with it. Here's Reynolds. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Now here's Porter. Tries from 16, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Hodges checked in for Golden State. Vince Williams comes in for Bones Hyland. The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Basturk. It's hauled in by Hodges. Hodges has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here is Carter. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Porter. Now Carter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 7th assist in the game.
Wendell Carter Jr. going to the cup. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
Basturk, he's guarded by Hodges. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. For Washington, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Porter, 13 points in the game. Pass to Hodges. And here is Williams. Outside, Porter puts up a 3, sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Saw the pass to Reynolds. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Hodges. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Sarr. Last game out, he had 14. Here's Basturk. Off target from three-point range.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Sarr with it. Carter on him. Sarr sets the screen for Westbrook. And Sarr throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Hodges. On the wing, Williams. Back to Carter. Here's Juzang. Lets the 3 fly. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Westbrook. Sarr with it. Defended by Carter. Westbrook with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Now, here's Porter with a 9-point lead. They need this one. Here's Hodges, and that one is stuffed right through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Brandon. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement. You know, the drive and kick, our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if we can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for stopping. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here. What's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Warriors.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
And that about wraps it up.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Vince Williams. Porter is out there with Podziemski. And there's Hodges, and it's Brown in at the 4 slot.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And Washington has possession. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Savic. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Podziemski. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Podziemski's got 12.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Count the basket. Here is Porter. 18 points for him. Back to Podziemski. Golden State moving it around. The kick out to Williams. And another 3 for Golden State.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Reynolds. 6 points for him. Here's Basturk. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 10.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Now Podziemski. He's got 12. Left side, Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Warriors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The first one falls.
Warriors. Hodges taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Hodges. Now, here's Avdia. He's got 8. Pass to Song. It's hauled in by Hodges.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And here's Porter. He's got 18. They set the screen to the inside. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Warriors ball.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Sevic, he's defended by Podziemski. Inside, here's Song. The Warriors pull it in. Hodges has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Washington. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
Right now, for the Wizards,
they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
They do have the talent necessary to get it turned around quickly. They won't want to wait too much longer to do it, but they can still make it a productive season.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Porter. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. How about 44 points per, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds? And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, Avdia. Sevic. He's defended by Podziemski. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Sevic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And that one's good by Porter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to Reynolds. Here's Sevic. And another miss by Washington.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The kick out to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Sevic, guarded by Porter. Bas-Turk. Williams with the block. Right side, Porter. They set the pick. To the middle. Hodges, that's good. Hodges has got 16.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the shot goes in. And that's 10 points for Alex Saw.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Outside Williams. Pass to Hodges. Golden State moving it around. Outside Porter. Fires for three. Podziemski with it. Outside Williams. There's a screen by Porter. Williams can't hit. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Here's Bas-Turk. It's good from long range. 15 points in the game.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Down low, here's Hodges. Washington with the rebound. Sarr's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. There's the pick. The tray. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Podziemski with it. He's got 12. Outside Porter. Takes the three. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Shoots over Podziemski. And Washington again with the bucket.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here is Hodges. 16 points for him. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Reynolds. There's a good screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
For Washington, they have been perfect so far. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
For just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Robinson's checked in for Hodges, and it's Wendell Carter in for Brown. And so he makes both from the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Porter. He's got 20. Here's Podziemski. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Podziemski's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Sebic, he's guarded by Williams. No good, shot missing. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Porter. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Wizards making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leading the defense to scramble.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Now here's Porter. He's got 23. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Podziemski's got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Sebic, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 22.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Porter to the inside, and stolen by Song. Here's Sebic, and count it from 19 feet away.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. 22 is their biggest lead. Outside Robinson. Outside Porter. Williams, a screen on Westbrook. Out to Carter. Clock at 4.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
From deep. That shot is off. Wizards trail by 14. Outside Avdia. Back to Westbrook. Last turn. He's guarded by Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just...
Warriors leading by 11. We've got Reynolds, and it's Reeves in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Highland. Edey with the rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
In the corner, it's Westbrook for the 3. And no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
There's a screen by Robinson. Inside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority. He does there.
Reeves finds Westbrook. Throws it up high. Stolen by Robinson. And it's Carter missing. The Wizards shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Pass to Reynolds. Highland with the rebound. Warriors leading by 13. Robinson a screen on Westbrook. Here's Porter. Rebound Washington. To the middle. Washington again turning it over. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And Carter has it in the corner. And And the Warriors miss again.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
14 feet away. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Carter outside. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Robinson a screen on Westbrook. Porter outside. Here's Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Akidi picks one up.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that. Vince Williams is checked in for Highland. He hits the second from the line. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. He was preaching the importance of effort, saying he wanted to see second and third efforts each possession. We need to be the more active team down the stretch. Right?
Okay, David, thanks.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Reynolds passes to Reeves. Here's Reynolds, guarded by Porter. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bas Turk, he's guarded by Williams. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Bas Turk with the drive. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Now Porter. Pass to Juzang. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 18. Here's Reynolds. Bas Turk defended by Carter. Here's Bas Turk. Basket good. 19 points in the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Juzang passes to Porter. Williams with a clean look. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Back to Williams. It's blocked. Here's Reynolds. Pass to Avdia. Wizards passing it around. Goes up from the top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Now, here's Porter. Over in the corner, Williams. There's the triple. Another three for Golden State.
After hitting only one from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Pass to Reynolds. Abdia, a screen on Porter. Here's Sebic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Juzang passes to Porter. They swipe it. Sarr with it. Now guarded by Porter. Pass to Sarr. Here's Basturk. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And the Wizards making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
On the court.
Sarr sets the screen for Westbrook. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Pass to Brown. Here's Porter. To the paint, and stolen by Sarr. Knocks it loose. Porter with the steal. Now the Warriors putting it up.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 14. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Pass to Podziemski. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Washington. Sarr. Washington's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. They get it back. And Sarr throws it down hard.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Podziemski with it, driving inside. Williams kicks to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Brown with a screen on Westbrook. Porter passes to Brown. That's tipped. Porter dishes to Brown. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Back to Abdia. Here's Basturk. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Reynolds is checked in for Washington.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Porter passes to Brown. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Abdia against Brown. Over to the wing. Here's Sebic. And the lead is down inside single digits. 32 points in the game.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Here's Porter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
You know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now. Warriors leading by 7. Here is Hodges. Pass to Porter. Here's Podziemski. From the arc. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Releases. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Driving the lane and finished off by Porter.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Sevic, he's defended by Podziemski. Outside, Avdia. And again, Washington no good. Warriors leading by 11. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Golden State moving it around. Brown dishes to Porter. Porter double team. Williams for 3. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. Outside Porter, and he drives in, lays it up off the glass. Porter's got 36.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
That free throw missing.
For the Wizards, Sarr taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Now Highland. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time for our player of the game.